Hey YouTube, doing a review on the Edmonds Leeds in shell cordovan, number 8. I got these shoes probably about maybe 3-4 months ago. It's my first pair of shell cordovans, and I have to say I'm very happy with them. Although I do live in Florida, they do get a little bit hot in the summer. Definitely high quality, typical of Edmonds, 360 degree Goodyear welt, and as well as these shoes feature a double oak sole. Double oak meaning I guess the thickness of it is a little bit thicker than a typical. The heel's not a whole rubber sole like my other Edmonds. It has like a rubber inlay, but definitely not slippery or anything like that. It holds up pretty well. These shoes originally, I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of all rubbed off here, but there was like a horween stamp that they had over here on the sole. A little bit different than the other Edmonds, but to me, the shoes are great. I was actually walking through the airport when I first got them. I said, hey, let me go shine them up. So I stopped off at a shoe place, and I was like, hey, do you guys know how to do cordovan? They're like, yeah, sure, sit down, sit down. So then they started polishing, putting layer of wax on there. And as soon as I stood up and took a step, you could see, like, in the folds that the leather started cracking. They looked terrible. They couldn't do anything about it. And I had ugly, splotchy-looking shoes, and I was, like, so worried about it. It's like, that just ruined my shoes. I got back home, got out the magic eraser, actually one of those Mr. Clean magic erasers, and scoured over the shoe, and then everything turned out great. The shoes, have this kind of like a satiny glow to them. They require very little maintenance, just a very good brushing here and there. I have one of those electric shoe polishers that I typically take to it. If you do apply any sort of wax to the shoe or any type of wax polish, you want to do so very sparingly. Like once every like 2 months or so, I put maybe a thin, super thin layer of wax. You can see that this white stuff over here kind of seeps out of the leather. I kept reading about it and never saw it, but it ended up happening after about 2 months. They say you just probably have to rub a toothbrush at it. I kind of don't really mind it. I kind of like how it looks. I say it kind of gives the shoe a little bit of a character. They look a little bit different than what everybody else is wearing. This shoe, of course, is a derby, not a Balmoral or anything super fancy like that. The leather, the interesting thing about shell cordovan is that the leather doesn't crease like calf. If I could show you on maybe one of my calf shoes, you can kind of see that you get these creases in them, even if you take care of them and put shoe trees in. But these shoes, they develop these folds in them, and it just, I think as you have shell and the longer you have it, the better they start to look. So I really feel that these shoes haven't really aged enough, and I think over the years they're going to start to look a lot better. As far as comfort goes, they're very comfortable, but again, in this Florida heat, they do get a little warm. I do put insoles in them because of my flat feet, and they're quite comfortable shoes. They look great. With jeans, you can wear them, or just even put them on with a suit or anything of that sort. But yeah, these are the Shell Cordovan number 8 from what Horween calls, which is a burgundy. Edmonds Leeds shoes. They are pricey. I think the retail on these are somewhere along the lines of 650 bucks, but I ended up getting them from the shoe bank. These are factory seconds. Don't ask me why. The only defect I found on these shoes was, actually I don't think these, I ever did find one. That was on another pair I had. But yeah, there's no defect that I could see on it. They look the same. There's no errors in the shoe or anything of that. There must have been something on it that I don't know of, maybe a scratch or a nick somewhere. But I love the shoes. They're great. They get discounted to probably around 350 bucks. And if you're lucky enough to have an American Express card that sometimes runs a promotion on Edmonds, which gives you 50 bucks off on a $250 purchase, you can get these for $300. And $300 for shell cordovans is unheard of. Edmonds are great shoes. I never buy them full price. I always get them on discount, and I think if you get them on discount, you're getting a steal because you're getting a shoe that's going to last you your whole life for maybe 200 to 300 bucks. So yeah, Edmonds Leeds, highly recommended. Love them.